RMJ movie reviews back again. This is what an on the fly movie review. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still working with my location, so I'm kind of switching up the locations, kind of going here and there. But I'm just trying to make sure that I put up reviews as frequently as I can, which has been kind of hard because I'm running around all over the planet like the Tasmanian devil. But anyway, I want to bring you my on the fly movie review of the remake of the 1972 blaxploitation classic Superfly, starring, I believe the gentleman's name is Trevor Jackson. Wow. I have only seen pieces of the original Superfly. Obviously with me being an '80s baby, and growing up on the big boom of cable television and video and public television throughout the '80s and the early '90s. I was raised on a lot of '70s films from the '60s and the '70s throughout my life. So I have seen pieces of the original Superfly. My first example of the character of Superfly was, I believe, when I was in elementary school. There was a film, and Samuel Jackson is in it. This is before Samuel Jackson was famous. This is when Samuel Jackson was in the Juice, Strictly Business cameo days. Those of you who know early black cinema from the '90s will know my reference there. But anyway, it's called The Return of Superfly. You guys can find the cheesy cover like on IMDb. But basically, it has a brother with a box haircut, and it has engraved in the back of his head The Return, and it says Superfly. And it's a dude who looks like Jackson from American Ninja with the mustache like this. It's really cheesy, and that was my first insight to the character of Superfly when I was in elementary school. I've only seen pieces of that film, never seen it all the way through. But anyway, I didn't see pieces of the original Superfly probably until maybe I was 12, so that's like 1994. But anyway, it is what it is. It's a blaxploitation film from the '70s, so you know. But all in all, it's a product of its day. It's what it was. I have not revisited. I've revisited certain clips. I am familiar with the actor Ron O'Neal, and it's a good piece of black cinema history, as far as I'm concerned. I don't criticize it for its crudeness, low budgetness of the day. That's how films from the '70s were. So when I heard they were remaking it, my first thought is why, and it's what John Carpenter said, director of original Halloween. It's strictly for title recognition. Although the name of Superfly would really only people probably my age, probably 30s and up, would even be familiar with that title. But I guess essentially what they're doing is probably putting that title out there for people my age and up, and they want to resell this concept to a younger generation, which would be like the gentleman who plays the character of Priest in it, played by Trevor Jackson. Trevor Jackson is only 21 years old. I mean, I didn't know he was that young, but he's a kid, man. I mean, 21 is a teenager. But I enjoyed the film. I expected nothing from this film, but I really enjoyed the film. I really did. Now, I'm not in any way saying that it's good, but I will say in a late night Cinemax, HBO, Showtime, the movie channel, TBS kind of way at night, it's fun in that way in terms of turn your brain off and enjoy it. I will give you the pluses. The acting, I think, in the movie, particularly, I think Trevor Jackson does a really good job. To be that young, he does carry it like he's much older. You would think maybe he's 28, maybe or 27, but he carries that very well. He